Please be seated.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Foreperson, it is my understanding that the jury has reached unanimous verdict on all of the charges before it. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So at this time, what I'm going to do is ask the clerk to take the verdicts from you orally here in court. What she'll do, you have the verdict form in front of you. She'll track the verdict form and ask you what your verdict is after each charge. Madam Clerk.
Thank you, Judge. Sir, is to charge ID number 1948114C, charging the defendant with burglary on or between February 7 to 9, 2022. How does the jury find the defendant guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Is that a verdict of all of you? Thank you. Moving on then to the second charge ID number 1948115C, charging the defendant with burglary on or between February 7 to 9, 2022. A second time, how does the jury find the defendant guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Is that a verdict of all of you? And given that you found a not guilty as to that, how say you on the lesser included offense of criminal trespass? Did the jury find the defendant guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Is that a verdict of all of them? And moving on to charge ID number 1977910C, charging the defendant with burglary on or between February 7 to 9, 2022, the third time. How does the jury find the defendant guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Is that a verdict of all of you? Having found the defendant not guilty of that, how say you on the lesser included offense of criminal trespass? Do you find the defendant to the jury find the defendant guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Is that a verdict of all of you? Moving on to charge ID number 1948138C, charging the defendant with burglary on or between February 7 to 9, 2022, the fourth time. How does the jury find the defendant guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Is that a verdict of all of you? Moving on to charge ID number 1977940C, charging the defendant with criminal trespass on or between the first and last days of January 2022. How does the jury find the defendant guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Is that a verdict of all of you? As charge ID number 1992047C, charging the defendant with invasion of privacy, parentheses, viewing, on or between February 8 to 9, 2022. How does the jury find the defendant guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Is that the verdict of all of you? And finally, as to charge ID number 1992048C, charging the defendant with invasion of privacy, parentheses, recording, on or between February 8 to 9, 2022. How does the jury find the defendant guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Is that the verdict of all of you? Thank you, sir. You may be seated.
All right, thank you, Mr. Guerrero. You can be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for your service in this case. You are discharged. You are free to leave the courthouse if you wish. However, I would like to thank you personally. You're not obligated to stay in the deliberation room, but I will be around in a few minutes to address you before you leave, just to thank you for your service. All right, but again, you're not obligated to stay. Probably cleaning up. And so thank you very much.
Please rise.
May be seated. And so the next matter is to schedule sentencing on the guilty verdict. Since they are felonies, is the defense requesting a pre-sentence investigation? Stacey, you wish to add? And how much time do you think you need to prepare for sentencing? And then we'll talk about how long you think the sentencing period will take. State, how long do you think you need to prepare?
Not long.
Oh, no, it doesn't need to be that quick, but a month or two to make sure that the defense can do any kind of sentencing investigation, which is to do.
I would ask that not to do.
So, Attorney Guerrero, how long do you think the state's case, sentencing case would take?
My whole presentation would be on an hour.
I'm sorry.
Well, we have a family member here, so I would suggest that we, 45 minutes, maybe an hour.
Well, we scheduled for 90 minutes. Is that a time that you can schedule now, or do you need to issue notice?
I think I need to discuss with the judge and issue notice. I can do that.
Are you, both of you comfortable with simply issuing a notice for the sentencing? Mr. Guerrero, what will happen next is we're going to send out a notice for the sentencing hearing. It will likely be somewhere in that July timeframe. It could be a little sooner, it might be a little longer, depending on where we can find the 90 minutes. I do want to remind you that as you are on bail, you do have to appear for sentencing. If you do not, you could be arrested and charged with a separate offense. You understand that?
Just the bail, I need to make combination for the legal of the bracelet for the jury was present, so just want to have an understanding that we'll be reverting back to the original bill.
That was my intention. So, Mr. Guerrero, you will be equipped with the, you don't have to stand up, that's fine. You will be equipped with the GPS monitoring system again before you leave the courthouse today, and you will remain on GPS until 10 o'clock. All right? All right. Any other issues? All right, thank you.
Okay.